Basketball means a lot to me. It's a lot more than just exercise in a game. It's taught me a lot of things that I didn't even know about myself that I can do and I can achieve. So yeah, it helps as well in just life, not just, basketball. There's transferable skills. My name's Chinwe Iwunze. I'm from Barnet. I'm a guard and I play for London Cavaliers Division 1, and this is my basketball journey so far. Before that game, I wasn't sure if I could actually play. So I was ill for like a couple of weeks, like really, really ill. And so I had just come back and I just trained properly, but I think my body was still kind of recovering. So my foot was really hurting. I don't know, I haven't had that pain before. And I was like, when I was walking to me, I was like, I don't know if I can play. But when I got there, I told my coach that, and then I was like, I'll just see how it goes. Like, I'll see if I can play through it, or if I can't, then I'll sit down, like it's fine. But I was like, let me just like properly stretch out my calves and my hamstrings to see maybe if it was just tight. But I was thinking, okay, this is a cup game. We played this team before. And I was like, I just want to win the game. I want to get to the cup final. We just need to win this game, and then we've made it. Just need to get through this game. So I was just thinking maybe about tactics and stuff like that. But I was just thinking we need to win this game to get to the next round. And some of my teammates have never been to a big final before, so I was like, I want to win this game to get to the final for them as well, because it'll be like a good experience for them. So I first started playing maybe in primary school. We had a basketball tournament. I think it was like a 3x3 style, and I played at the secondary school I was actually going to. And then when I went to secondary school, I saw that they had morning clubs, and I would go every morning at 8 a.m. and my PE teacher, he would help me with like skills, and I found it enjoyable, but there was no girls team. So then he took me to a club, took me to Harringay Angels, and that was the first time I would say I played like proper organized basketball. And he also recommended me going to the Den camp, and I did that over the summer, and I think that helped me improve a lot, and I learned a lot of things. I remember winning most improved player in that that camp, and it gave me a lot of confidence. So when I was at Harringay Angels, that I think was like my foundation, because it was National League as well, under 14s. I learned a lot of the fundamentals that I still use today. And I don't think we lost a game that season. So it was quite intense, but it was very good. It helped me learn a lot. And then I stopped playing after that one season. I wasn't really finding it enjoyable. And then I focused on track. I've always done track and basketball, but after that under 14 season, I focused mainly on track for years, but I played basketball on the boys team in my secondary school, but it was just kind of for fun. But yeah, I focused on track. That's where my background really is. I went to uni, and then I decided I want to play basketball for fun as well as doing track. So I joined the uni basketball team. It was just going to be for fun. Then COVID hit, and so I couldn't do athletics properly. So my teammate from my uni team, she was training at TBC, well, it's London Cavaliers now, and she told me that I can come and train, so I was just going to do it to keep fit. But then I ended up signing for the team because they were still playing over like the COVID period. So I was like, okay, I could keep doing this, play, keep fit, and then when track is ready, I can go back. but then I kind of just kept playing from then onwards. So because I found it enjoyable, and I was like, okay. So then I started to take basketball a bit more seriously, and then from there I just kept playing. I got the ball, and there was a bit of space that I'm just gonna shoot. And I was like, I feel like that's going in, and it did go in. But yeah, I remember thinking like teams should like, I don't know why teams don't, because people usually play me quite up close, and that's interesting because I don't take as many threes as some other guards. So I remember saying like, why don't people dare me to shoot? But I remember having a bit of space. I was like, I'm just gonna shoot it, and yeah, he went in. I think I removed the pressure from it. I think when I went to uni, I was like, I'm not focusing on it. I'm focused on track, but I want to play basketball for fun. You know, it's just the game. I was like, it's just gonna be fun. And that's another thing to help me. It would help me with track, keep me fit, and I think it did. I ran my fastest ever 60-meter time, and I think I would have ran the fastest I've ever run in the outdoor season, but it got cut short because of COVID. So I think it did help me, but there was no pressure around it. And I think me removing the pressure that I had maybe when I was at Harringay Angels to when I got to uni, it made it enjoyable for me again. I think when I was young, I felt a lot of pressure maybe from my school and just maybe myself, I put on myself. But when I went to uni, it was just like, I'm just doing this for fun. It's just me. So how I get offensive rebounds, I'd say again, it's like when I see the shot go up, I try and predict where it's going, especially like from where the shot is being taken from, the angle, where the player is, and then where I am. So if I'm on like the 3-point line, usually other people on that 3-point are not thinking to get a rebound, but I'm like, okay, I know the ball's going here, so I just sprint in and try to get the rebound. But it's about, I usually try and predict where the ball is going. And I'm like, if we can rebound, like rebounding is important. It's like you take away offensive rebounding. So you take away the chance for the other team to get the ball and score in transition, and you get another opportunity to score. So like statistically, rebounding is probably one of the most important things in the game. So I'm always like, okay, if I can get a rebound, I'm helping my team. Uni basketball was probably a bit more relaxed, and then I came into a national level team, Division 1, and I was new, so none of them really knew me. So I had to not start again, but it was a thing where I was like, okay, this is more organized. So I had to be like more focused and understand that I had to come off the bench in that season, and I think I did for a couple of the seasons after that. But it was just like, okay, this is a bit more serious than uni basketball, which is fine because I like it when things are a bit serious, because I take basketball serious. Even at uni, I'm doing extra stuff. Maybe some of my teammates are not, which is fine. It's BUCS for some people. It's just a bit of fun. But yeah, it's different. It's just a bit more organized, a bit more serious. And because I was doing BUCS and National League at the same time, I did see a difference, like especially with my leadership and decision making, because it's like me and one of my other teammates at uni, we were both playing Division 1. So there's things that we bring into BUCS that the other players don't know, but it helps, it helps everyone else, and it helps the game, because it's like, okay, we have two people with a bit more experience, better understanding of the game. So we can bring these things into the game, into the BUCS games, and help us win and perform better as a team. Yeah, when I see my other teammates going on, I'm like, okay, let's try and keep them going. Like, how can we create more shots for them? Because obviously they're in a flow. But it also like encourages me. It's like, I want to do this too. Like, if we can both do it, great. Like, if everyone can do it, it's even better. So it's a bit of both. I'm like, okay, let's create more. But then it's like inspires me. I'm like, oh, like, I want to do this too. I want to score, go off as well. Like, it's a bit of both for sure. Yeah. My third season, I became more of a main player in my team at Cavs. Yeah, I think, yeah, my third season. I think I was a bit older now, so maybe like 20, 21. And I think I had maybe proved myself a bit more, became more consistent, reliable, and maybe, again, roles change, you know, and people leave, people join, so it's like things move around. So yeah, my third season, I would say I became more of a main player. I remember feeling, I don't think I thought much, but I like pressure, you know, so I was like, okay, this is good. Like, when there's pressure, I'm like, okay, I feel like I perform better. It's like, okay, I'm being relied on more, okay, what does that mean? What do I need to do now? I like being asked to do things because then it gives me a goal, like a task. So I'm like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what's being asked from me. Let me go and try and do it. I was just thinking about what I'm gonna do when I come back on the court, like what may be missing, maybe not missing, or what I need to keep doing to help us stay in the lead. Because we were still in the lead when I was off, or at that point, and my teammates were doing so well. And I was just trying to be encouraging and like still give energy off the bench and have a bit of a breather. So I think at that point I had been at Cavs for maybe 4 years, 5 years, 4 years or 5, I can't remember exactly, but I did pretty well that last season at Cavs and in the league. And I was just like, I always, you know, I want to try and be the best I can be. I always want to push myself. And in that summer, or like the off season, I had a lot of stuff going on, and I was like, maybe I need a change, you know. And when that opportunity presented itself, I was like, why not take it? You know, I've always wanted to play at a higher level, or the highest level I can play at. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it and see if I can do it and perform well. So I was like, I'm just gonna take that opportunity and try and push myself. It was a tough season. We didn't win a game, so, but you know, it was going through a transition phase. So it was tough because I've never experienced losing like that. You know, anything I've done, even basketball, we've won quite a bit. Even my seasons before Cavs, you know, we played well. I've won a cup. We made cup finals twice. Then again, my first national league, we won everything. So yeah, so it was an experience, but it taught me things. So it wasn't all bad. I think you got to try and learn things or see what you can take away from even like maybe bad situations. There's always something I think you can learn. I think for my team, I think my team likes to play quite physical, and I think it actually benefits us. I think my team is quite good with physicality, and I think other teams try and be physical with us, but I don't think they can quite match it maybe. I think as well, with being physical, you've got to kind of keep it controlled. And I think my team are very good at that, and they can be physical. I think they enjoy it for sure. Like my teammates, even myself, I enjoy some physicality. But I think it actually benefits my team when things are a bit more physical, because I think we know how to play with it. Not this season, but last season, I think making the transition to come back to Division 1 was quite difficult because as well, I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue playing basketball because it was, we had a hard season. I had a lot of grief to go through, like outside of basketball, like just before so my season in the Super League ended. Like I remember just before I think the last game, like my grandma died, so I was like everything was clouded. I found it quite difficult, and then like over the summer it was quite difficult. I didn't know what I was gonna do, where I was gonna play, so I found it hard to keep. At that point, I was really finding it hard to be like, okay, keep playing basketball, because I was like, is there a point? What is it giving me? Again, I found it maybe, I wasn't sure if I enjoyed it, but now this season, it's helping me find my enjoyment of basketball again. So yeah, it's something that I think I want to keep doing. When someone takes a shot, the other team, if I see like it might be off, obviously I start leaking a bit maybe, and then I just take off. So I'm just like, okay. And we were in a zone. So again, it's like a thing where if they take a shot, when you're in a zone, it's more likely that you'll get a long rebound. And my teammates are really good at rebounding. So I was like, okay, let me start going. And when my point guard gets the ball, I know she's just gonna throw that ball to me, or anyone really on the team, even the bigs will throw the ball to me. So I just remember thinking, okay, go, then go again. Every time I see someone on my team get the ball, I just start going, because I'm like, okay, these are easy points. I always think basketball is mainly transition, so if you can get like a good run from just transition, like it makes the game easier and it makes it harder for the other team. When you see someone going like in transition again and again and again, like it's demoralizing, because it's like, damn, like that's hard to stop, especially if like for someone like me that's fast, it's like it's hard to keep watching that back to back to back. With the pacing, it's like, it's a bit of instinct, I just see what's in front of me and then react accordingly. So if I see like a gap, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna attack that gap. Or again with the pacing, so at different points of the game, you might want to play at speed or play controlled. So I'm like, it's read and react really. But yeah, my instinct as well is, if I can beat someone, I know I can usually beat someone off my first step. So if I see a bit of a gap, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. Like, they're not gonna be able to stop me now. If they try and get back in front of me, they're gonna foul me. But yeah, I always try and attack. And then if I can't get to the rim, I can kick. So yeah, it's about reading the game. helped me not want to quit is I think I surround myself with really good people, other sports people too, and they probably go through the same things. So talking to them helped. My athletics coach, because I still train with him and I still do track training, but he helps make some sessions specified towards basketball. But talking to him, he's been a really good help. Like if I'm spiraling, like when I'm at the session, I just talk and he listens and he gives me advice, and he's really level-headed, so he helps me like think of things from a different perspective. So yeah, he was like, maybe you don't not enjoy basketball, maybe just something like the last season was hard, so maybe you think that's why you don't enjoy it, but I think you definitely enjoy it. And he was right, I do enjoy basketball, it's just things were clouding my judgment as well. And in the back of my mind, I knew I didn't want to quit. I think I was just finding it difficult, and I just had to let myself feel those feelings to get over them. But in the back of my mind, I knew, okay, no, you don't want to quit. You have potential. Like you gotta keep going. So just play wherever you have to just keep playing. But yeah, definitely, I would say the people around me helped a lot. The advice I'd give to my younger self is to keep going and just not to give up. Maybe to be a bit more confident. I think when I was younger, especially when I first played nationally, I was a bit timid, and I think people could sense that. But I think it's because when I would go into spaces that I hadn't been in before, I was like, oh, none of these people, you know, they don't know me. It's like, especially when I was at Haringey, I think they could as well, because like, I was from Brunel, it's like Haringey, I think they can sense, like, they probably thought I was just like this shy, like quiet girl from like Brunel, Finchley, whatever. There was a bit of a joke about it, but I think to back myself a bit more when I was younger, to be a bit more confident, yeah. And at the end of the game, I was feeling really happy. I was relieved. I was relieved that I was able to play. I don't know how, because it doesn't seem like it watching it, but I really didn't know how I was going to play because I was in a lot of pain with my foot. But I was relieved that I was able to play through it, and I was able to play well. I was like, okay, we made it through the game, and I was really happy because we made the final. You know, I had this, we all had this, but especially me in the back of my mind, I was like, I want us to make cup final, and we did it. And I'm happy for my teammates as well, especially the ones that have never been to a final before, because it's a great experience for players. But I was just really happy that we achieved what we set out to do, and we all got through it, especially because people were, it wasn't just me, like, I think most of my team were ill that week or had something wrong, and we were able to come through with the win, and we did it really well. We executed, so I was just really happy that we got it done. Over the next few years, I would like to play professionally again, or play at the highest level I can. You know, I believe I have a lot of potential in it, and I want to grow my game. So I want to play at the highest level I can. Again, to challenge myself and to just be better. But yeah, it's something that I'd like to do, to try and play professionally, or maybe even overseas as well. So yeah, that's something I'd like to do.